The real-life tragedy of the North and South cast was far more ruthless than the show. Looking back in 2026, 41 years of fame came with a terrifying price. One star died completely alone in a hotel room. Another wiped out by cancer just 7 months after diagnosis. Secret affairs destroying 2 families, alongside horrific stage accidents and miscarriages. After 41 years, who is the last one standing? Comment below, North and South. Patrick Swayze was born on August 18, 1952, in Texas. In 1985, at the age of 33, he played Ori Main in North and South, a strong, devoted, and deeply tragic Southern officer. The role made Patrick one of America's most beloved leading men. He originally pursued a professional ballet career, but a knee injury forced him to give up that dream. Behind his masculine image was a long struggle with alcoholism. After the deaths of his father and younger sister, Patrick sank deeper into alcohol, entered a rehabilitation facility, and even lived apart from his wife for nearly a year. In 2000, he also made headlines when the plane he was piloting landed on a road and struck a light pole. Alcohol was found on the aircraft, but the investigation did not conclude that he had been intoxicated while flying. Patrick married Lisa Niemi in 1975 and remained devoted to her for 34 years. The couple never had children after Lisa suffered a miscarriage. In 2008, he was diagnosed with terminal pancreatic cancer. Even while undergoing chemotherapy and becoming physically weakened, Patrick continued filming The Beast, worked long hours every day, and refused pain medication because he feared it would affect his performance. He passed away on September 14, 2009, at the age of 57. Patrick's ashes were scattered at his ranch in New Mexico, the place he considered the most peaceful in his life. At the time of his death, multiple sources estimated his net worth at around $40 million. A terrifying villain on screen, but it was the mysterious death in a hotel room that kept David Carradine's name in the spotlight for many years. He was born on December 8, 1936, in California, the son of John Carradine. In 1985, at the age of 48, David played Justin Lamott in North and South, Madeline's wealthy and ruthless husband. Before that, he was famous around the world for his role as Kwai Chang Caine in Kung Fu. When his career slowed down, Quentin Tarantino brought him back to the top with the role of Bill in Kill Bill. In his personal life, David went through 5 marriages, 4 divorces, and had 3 children. One former wife accused David of having dangerous sexual interests, and a detail that later made his death even more shocking. On June 4, 2009, David was found dead alone in a hotel room in Bangkok while filming Stretch. At first, police suspected suicide, but a private autopsy determined that he died from asphyxiation and ruled out suicide. His last wife, Anne Carradine, later sued the production company, claiming that they had abandoned him, while his former wife, Marina Anderson, believed that he may have been murdered. The lawsuit was eventually settled, but the amount was not disclosed. David died at the age of 72, leaving behind a remarkably large fortune for someone who had once been a world-famous star. To this day, many people still debate whether David Carradine really died because of a bizarre accident, or whether there are still mysteries that have never been solved. Leave your opinion in the comments. Kirstie Alley once shocked the public when she admitted that she had loved Patrick Swayze while both of them were married. Kirstie also called John Travolta the greatest love of her life and admitted that she had once wanted to leave her husband to be with him. Kirstie was born on January 12, 1951, in Kansas. In 1985, at the age of 34, she played Virgilia Hazard in North and South, a woman who was an extreme opponent of slavery, fierce, and willing to stand against her entire family. Just 2 years later, she became a major star thanks to Cheers. Her role as Rebecca Howe earned Kirstie an Emmy Award and a Golden Globe Award. In 1994, she won her second Emmy for David's Mother. Kirstie went through 2 marriages. Her first marriage to Bob Alley ended in 1977. In 1983, she married Parker Stevenson and adopted 2 children, William and Lily. However, the marriage, which lasted 14 years, also ended in divorce, accompanied by financial disputes and a child custody battle. In the years that followed, Kirstie repeatedly sparked controversy because of her Scientology beliefs, her opposition to psychiatric medication, her political statements, and her public verbal clashes. But the biggest turning point came in 2022, when she went to the doctor because of back pain and unexpectedly discovered that she had stage 4 colon cancer. Only about 7 months later, Kirstie passed away on December 5, 2022, at the age of 71. At the time of her death, her net worth was estimated at around $40 million, with most of it coming from Cheers, films, reality television, and real estate. Robert Mitchum once had to wear a prison uniform and kneel down to scrub the floor of a jail cell. Not in a movie scene, but in real life. He was born on August 6, 1917, in Connecticut. In 1985, at the age of 68, Robert played Colonel Patrick Flynn in North and South. Although he did not appear often, his cold stare and deep voice still made him unforgettable. In real life, Robert was even more rebellious than the characters he played. At the age of 14, he ran away from home, hopped freight trains, and wandered across America. In Savannah, he was arrested for vagrancy and was assigned to a prison labor gang. According to Robert, he escaped and later returned to his family. In 1948, while his career was on the rise, Robert was arrested for possessing marijuana at the home of actress Lila Leeds. He served 50 days in jail and was photographed scrubbing the floor in a prison uniform. In 1951, his conviction was overturned after the arrest was exposed as a setup. The scandal that was expected to end his career instead helped his films sell more tickets. In his personal life, he married Dorothy Spence in 1940, and they had 3 children. Although Robert was reportedly involved in many extramarital affairs, their marriage lasted 57 years until his death. Robert passed away on July 1, 1997, at the age of 798, from complications of lung cancer and emphysema. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at around $5 million. Before making audiences hate her as Ashton Maine, Terry Garber had nearly been consumed by drugs in real life. She was born on December 28, 1960, in Miami. In 1985, at the age of 24, Terry played Ashton in North and South. a beautiful but selfish, manipulative woman who repeatedly drove the main family into tragedy. Her piercing stare and captivating beauty made her one of the most memorable female villains across all three parts of the series. Before becoming famous, Terry moved to New York to pursue an acting career. Her drug use began as experimentation, but gradually developed into what she herself described as an extremely serious problem. Terry was forced to pull herself out of that dark period before the opportunity to join North and South came along. During the filming of the second part, she met Chris Hager, a member of the production crew. They married in 1985 and had a daughter, Molly, in 1986. But the marriage quickly ended in divorce in 1989. Terry later married producer Frank Housen, then divorced again, before marrying William Raudebush, who had once been her acting teacher. Now 65 years old, Terry still acts occasionally. Her net worth has not been publicly disclosed, but some sources estimate it to be between $1 million and $5 million. James Reed married the same woman who played his wife on screen, but their marriage had to endure the heartbreak of losing a child. He was born on July 31, 1953, in Buffalo. In 1985, at the age of 32, James played George Hazard in North and South, Ori Main's closest friend and one of the two central characters of the series. To prepare for the role, he was personally taught horseback riding by Patrick Swayze at Patrick's Ranch. In the series, George married Constance, and in real life, James also fell in love with Wendy Kilbourne, the actress who played the role. After his first marriage to Laura Lee ended in divorce, he married Wendy in 1988. They welcomed their son, Jackson, in 1990, but in 1994, tragedy struck when their daughter, Willa, was stillborn. After that loss, James and Wendy stayed together and welcomed another daughter, Sydney, in 1995. Although he has had a career spanning several decades, James never achieved the same level of fame as Patrick Swayze. In 1998, he earned a master's degree in psychology from Pepperdine University. Now 73 years old, he still appears on screen from time to time. James's net worth has not been publicly disclosed, but some sources estimate it at around $1 million. Many viewers believe James Reed deserved to become more famous than Patrick Swayze after North and South, while many others believe he was only overshadowed by his co-star. Who do you think was the true heart of the series? Leave a comment. Philip Kasnoff once nearly suffered a tragedy when a large stage wall suddenly fell on his head, knocking him unconscious and sending him into the orchestra pit. He was born on August 3, 1949, in Philadelphia. In 1985, at the age of 36, Philip played Elkanah Bent in North and South, the longtime enemy of Ori and George. With his cruelty, ambition, and obsession with revenge, Bent became one of the most hated characters across all three parts of the series. Philip was one of the few actors who appeared throughout the entire series. In 1990, while performing in Shogun, the musical on Broadway, a large decorative stage wall suddenly collapsed, struck him on the head, and knocked him into the orchestra pit. Philip suffered injuries to his head, neck, and shoulder. but fortunately, did not suffer any permanent damage. Completely unlike Bent, Philip has had a peaceful family life. He married actress Roxanne Hart in 1983, and they have 2 sons. Their marriage has lasted for more than 40 years. After North and South, Philip continued working on Broadway, in films, and on television, and received a Golden Globe Award nomination for portraying Frank Sinatra. Now 77 years old, he is still remembered most by audiences as the villain Bent. The greatest love story in North and South actually began with an affair that tore 2 families apart. Leslie Ann Down was born on March 17, 1954, in London. In 1985, at the age of 31, she played Madeleine Fabre-Lamotte, a woman trapped in an abusive marriage who still devoted all her love to Ori Main. The role earned her a Golden Globe Award nomination and made her one of the most beloved faces of the series. Leslie was voted the most beautiful teenage girl in Britain at just 15 years old. But behind that beauty were terrifying experiences. She revealed that several producers promised her major roles if she agreed to sleep with them, making her teenage years filled with pressure and relentless pursuit. On the set of North and South, Leslie met cinematographer Don E. Fauntleroy while both of them were married. Their relationship caused Leslie's marriage to director William Friedkin and Don's family to fall apart. The divorce later turned into a 2-year custody battle, accompanied by numerous allegations involving infidelity, drugs, and violence, causing her career to nearly come to a standstill. Leslie and Don married in 1986, had 1 child together, and have remained together for nearly 40 years. She is now 72 years old, has 2 sons, and has an estimated net worth of about $10 million. Jeannie Francis became famous across America while she was still a teenager, but it was also the loneliest period of her life. She was born on May 26, 1962, in Englewood. In 1985, at the age of 23, Jeannie played Brett Main in North and South, Ori's gentle younger sister, and one of the characters who brought warmth to the Main family. Jeannie began acting in General Hospital when she was just 15 years old, and quickly became a television idol with the role of Laura Spencer. But it was North and South that changed her personal life. Jeannie first met Jonathan Frakes on the set of Bare Essence in 1982, but it was when they reunited on North and South that they truly became close. They started dating in 1985, became engaged 1 year later, and married on May 28, 1988. The couple welcomed their son, Jameson, in 1994, and their daughter, Elizabeth, in 1997. Unlike many short-lived Hollywood marriages, Jeannie and Jonathan have remained together for more than 38 years. Now 64 years old, she continues to appear on General Hospital. The couple's combined net worth has been estimated by the media at around $25 million, but they have never publicly confirmed that figure. 41 years have passed since North and South first appeared on television. Some of its cast members are still living peaceful lives with their families, while others have passed away after illness, loss, and tragedies no one could have expected. Although time has changed everything, they will always be remembered through the characters that once captivated millions of viewers. Which actor's fate surprised you the most? Thank you for staying with us until the end of the video. Leave a comment telling us which actor you remember the most, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to continue discovering the stories behind classic films.